Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. It's Saturday, April 18th. I'm Lily Wu.
And I'm Blake Smith. And if you can't tell behind us, it is a severe weather alert day. And yesterday we got some severe weather, especially across western Kansas. We got a little bit of rainfall overnight here in Wichita, about 1/3 of an inch of rain on the east side, lesser amounts at Eisenhower. But it looks like we have better chances coming back for this afternoon. In fact, we have better chances, especially as we head toward tonight across the area. Right now, we're starting off dry within the city limits, but just off to our east, we are tracking a couple of isolated showers and storms out there. But here's a live look downtown with our Imprise Bank KAKE cam, looking pretty good at this hour. A mostly cloudy sky here in Wichita. Most of the activity well off to our east over toward Augusta and El Dorado. We've gotten almost an inch of rainfall overnight in Augusta. Now most of that over toward Eureka, back over toward Sedan, as well as for Arc City. Farther off to the north, we did have some showers in and around Harrington over the past couple of hours. Most of that has wrapped up and pressed over toward Junction City and Manhattan. And across north central Kansas, Beloit, you saw some rainfall overnight. That is starting to press up toward the Nebraska border. So for the morning, we might see a few hit and miss showers, but better chances come back as we head toward this afternoon. 61 right now in Wichita, the same in Hutchinson. We have fallen back to the 40s, though, with some fog over toward Goodland, and it's 51 at the Salver in Garden City. As we head toward the noon hour, about 20% chance for a few more storms. Much better chances later on today as well as for tonight. Some of those could be severe. We'll talk about the chances coming up in a few minutes. Lily?
Thank you, Blake. Well, wheat crops across most of Kansas are starting to perk up after recent rainfall, but this field in McPherson is showing signs of damage. A late season freeze and the ongoing drought have caused the wheat to stress, but experts say more rain would help the crop recover.
I think we're going to be better this year than last year. Last year we were extremely dry. This year we've been fortunate to catch a few rains the last few weeks. Not all of the county has as much rain, but overall I think we're starting to see some improvement, and so if we can keep this moisture going, I think we have the opportunity to have some good yields.
Crops in western Kansas are in rough shape, but some dryland crops that usually average 30 bushels per acre in Ford County are projected to make 4 bushels to the acre this year. New this morning, 2 teens were seriously hurt in a crash near Burton last night. The crash happened just after 9 p.m. on Rail Road and US 50, 4 miles west of Burton. Highway Patrol reports show a van with 3 teens inside ran a stop sign. The van hit the trailer of another truck. That driver was not hurt. Also new this morning, a suicide bomb attack in the Afghan city of Jalalabad killed at least 30 people today. The bomb went off at a bank where people were gathered to receive their monthly salaries. More than 80 people were hurt in the attack on the eastern part of Afghanistan. No group has claimed responsibility for that attack. We have an update to a deadly crash. Highway 54 was shut down for hours yesterday following a crash in Butler County. The victims have now been identified. Charlotte Strauss, Caesar Smith, and Sonia Rubidoux, all of which were killed in that crash. Another person in that car and the other driver were seriously injured and taken to a Wichita hospital. The crash shut down the highway east of Rosalia near the Greenwood County line for a majority of yesterday afternoon. The Kansas Highway Patrol is investigating. A man who was shot in the head during an attempted home burglary won't go to prison. A judge sentencing 30-year-old Corey Burgart to probation for the attempted burglary last November near Valley Center. Police say the homeowner fired a shot after someone broke in through a kitchen window. Burgart was grazed in the forehead. Burgart could go to prison for no more than a year if he violates his probation. The State Board of Education has delayed a vote on allowing schools to hire unlicensed teachers. If approved, the proposal would apply to 6 innovative districts allowed to waive most of the state's education regulations. McPherson superintendent says the licensure waiver will help students in the long run. Rural districts that sometimes struggle to fill positions will now be able to hire people like college professors to teach advanced courses in different age groups.
There are situations in which students can either benefit from an outstanding teacher that's already in the system or possibly can't take a course because you can't bring a person who's teaching possibly at higher ed into the system without going back to school.
Superintendent Watson says there will be safeguards to make sure the number of unlicensed teachers in the 6 districts stays at 1%. For example, both the coalition and the individual school districts' boards of education must approve applicants before they can be hired. Governor Sam Brownback signed a bill issuing $1 billion in bonds to bolster the state pension system for teachers and government workers. The state expects to earn more from investing the new funds than it would pay on the bonds. No one really likes it when their utility bill goes up. That's why one Newton man decided to try and do something a little different. KAKE's Monica Castro talks to the man who started an online petition to get his water company to lower rates.
Frustrated over water rates going up, this petition was started to bring awareness to the issue.
They're really supportive with it. They back up my wife and I 100% on what we put down.
I reached down to a city official who tells me the commission sets the rates, but improving aging infrastructure like the wastewater treatment plant drives up prices.
In addition to that, we've been faced with some state and federal mandates that tell us we have to do certain things at that treatment plant, and we don't really have a choice in the matter.
Online documents explaining city utility fees says residential and commercial customers are charged 38% of their sewer fee per month to finance the wastewater treatment plant.
I'm going to look for every opportunity. If there are those opportunities to reduce rates, I'm going to look for those opportunities.
The creator of the petition says once they reach their goal, they'll take it to the city.
We kind of want to go to the Newton Water Department or the commissioner office and kind of speak on it, let them know that there's people who are supporting this.
The city of Newton does offer assistance in paying water bills. The city's vice mayor tells KAKE News improving the sewer plant means borrowing at least $20 million or more, but it's a necessary project.